Let's bring in our Sky News Chief Meteorologist Tom Saunders. Tom, what can we expect overnight and tomorrow?
Kieran, good afternoon to you. Well, the worst of the weather has now started to ease in southeast Queensland and also the far north coast of New South Wales. That was Byron Bay earlier today, where we've had massive waves, even up to 10 metres, leading to that significant coastal erosion. Here's some pictures of that coastal erosion we've seen around Byron Bay today. You can just see the waves eating away at the shore. But the winds have actually just dropped in Byron Bay in the last half an hour. The worst of the weather is now moving further south, and I'll get to the latest radar in one moment. Here are the storm highlights so far. Up to 739 millimetres of rain has fallen over the past 4 days near the New South Wales-Queensland border. Waves today have been up to 12 metres off the Tweed coast, and wind gusts in Byron Bay up to 104 kilometres per hour, so definitely severe. All right, here's that radar. Now, in southeast Queensland, we had heavy rain this morning. It's just dropped back to showers over the last couple of hours, so the warning for flash flooding is cancelled for Queensland. Still some river flooding, though. The heaviest rain right now is moving down across the mid-north coast. Coffs Harbour, for example, picked up over 10 millimetres just in the last hour. Here's the latest warning. Flash flooding, damaging winds and also damaging surf for the north coast of New South Wales down to Port Macquarie. For Queensland, the warning is now only for the coast, and it's only for the abnormally high tides and the damaging surf. We're no longer seeing flash flooding or damaging winds on the Queensland side of the border. Now, here's the forecast rain going through overnight. Heavy falls to continue for the northern part of New South Wales. Now, the winds will ease overnight on the New South Wales side of the border as well. So, Kieran, the main threat going into tomorrow for New South Wales will be the rainfall and the surf, not so much the wind.
Tom, I spoke to Kenny a bit earlier about the La Nina system, but if you can elaborate for our viewers what your longer-term forecasts are showing as we are really at the start of summer.
Well, Kieran, what we're seeing at the moment, it's exactly what we can expect over the next few months. So we are deep into a La Nina phase of the Pacific Ocean. Now, what that actually means is the ocean temperatures in the central Pacific Ocean have cooled down, but the ocean temperatures have warmed up off the northern coastline of Australia. That pushes all the tropical moisture from the centre of the Pacific Ocean towards Australia. So that's why over the last few months it's been wetter than normal through many northern and eastern parts of the country. And Kieran, that's exactly what we can expect over the next few months. So I'd expect more rain and flood events like we're seeing at the moment.
So, and how do you reflect on it now, given where we were a year ago? It's such a dramatic contrast, isn't it?
Well, Kieran, it is the absolute reversal of last year. 2019 was the hottest and the driest year on record for Australia. This year has still been very warm, but it certainly has been wetter, and it will probably stay wet over the next few months. In general, I would say this is good news. Most people would take flooding like we're seeing at the moment as opposed to the bushfires and the drought.
Tom Saunders, our Chief Meteorologist, talk to you soon. Thank you for that.